Never understood why you had to be partnered for people to subscribe. I mean, Twitch takes a cut of all your donations, all your subscribers, and so forth. So denying new streamers like you just means they don't get a cut of your potential support.
But what happens if some kid just accidentally hits subscribe? I don't know if you can.
You can't just accidentally subscribe. It's like exactly the same process as buying something online. Like you click subscribe, it opens up a secondary page, and you put in the card numbers and so forth. Same as buying any other thing online. Does not seem they want to fight us.
I can't capture the warm-up anymore.
You can't what?
Capture the warm-up on my stream with the standalone client.
Well, can you capture it if you switch to your soldier?
No, it's weird. Very weird. crazy. I can hear that my wife watching TV upstairs and it's triggering the mic to open. Hmm.
Well, there we go.
That's better. Good enough.
Fuck.
Should we find something else?
Feel free. Getting tired of playing Minesweeper anyway.
Serious.
That is actually what I'm doing when we're queued for shit. I'm playing Minesweeper.
Oh, it popped. Well,
It's a game of math and logic. With the exception of the odd moment of luck, which I hate.
My current biggest hate about streaming is people going, "Can you add me?" It's like, no, you can add me.
I just wanna be your friend. You're on telly.
Yeah.
You're a celebrity.
I should sell some of these hoodies. Kids would buy them. Get my own private store.
You're gonna get in trouble if you do that.
Of course.
Although, can they really have a copyright on 2 letters set together?
No, the font.
Yeah, it might be a problem if it's the same letters in the same font.
The same icon, yeah.
Yeah.
But I had some other ideas, you know, like the US symbols. They're just generic. It should be pretty easy. Holy fuck, the FPS is a lot higher on this, isn't it?
Oh, do you feel it? Do you feel the smooth?
Wow. It was smooth before, but it does feel even smoother. I won't tell you my current FPS. Did you kill him then? Sorry, man. I'm trying to figure out who you're shooting at. Wow. It's around 230, 250.
Oh look, Gaylord's here.
They need to put a bit of a running bob in this game. Because you run and the screen is like 100% smooth. Like level. You should go up and down a bit. So you would actually stop and fire. Oh, okay, Lord. In the head. see.
I have not done shit this match. Been grenaded twice and killed one guy, that's it.
Oh, Gaylord, 2 times in the head. He's gonna be pissed.
It's not so good without his plane.
Yeah. Oh, I should send him a message. Totally saying that. Not so good without your play. No, that's brilliant. Heck. I should put my hoodie on, shouldn't I? I should go and get my hoodie. I'll go get it in a minute. I'm amazed how smooth this client feels. Makes no sense.
I'm as confused as you are regarding that. Should be the same program, but it's not. Can't be.
Or Steam's doing something on top of it. Sorry guys. Where am I being now? What's the point of being indoors? 200 frames. Get out there.
Basically, I have 2 possible explanations that make sense to me.
Go on then.
Either standalone clients have priority, which means less server lag, which would make for more smooth experience, or it runs through Steam and then to their servers, meaning there's an extra funnel to go through.
Possible. I don't think Steam is interfering with the traffic, to be honest.
I also find that to be very unlikely, but I don't see why they would prioritize standalone clients either.
I'm gonna see what the CPU load is like, because I was looking at it the other day actually, and I was getting big spikes, around 70% CPU, which is crazy. I mean,
But that's because they have a CPU leak currently.
well, that was easy.
Which, by the way, I have not noticed in this version either.
Oh, how, like I said, I was getting those big freezes, and my CPU would drop to almost like 10%, and then it would sort of unfreeze, and it would carry on. I don't know what was causing it. No idea.
That is a CPU memory leak.
I know they have memory leaks because everyone's client's crashing. Q4. Oh, perfect. KGB. Gonna quickly run up. I had requests to get my hoodie.
What?
The H&G hoodie. Hold on.
By the way, what sort of music do you listen to?
Actually, maybe we don't want that one to pop.
The what?
Oh, ew. It's... So what should we do? What should we do?
Well, I think I should make a cup of coffee.
Okay, and I'll find somewhere. Christianstad it's gonna be.
It's the one we were preparing for previously. Or the whole point in the encounter. Although I was hoping the left line would also make it in time. So we have a bit more than 500 troops.
I can send some stuff in if we need to, but... Hey, Bryce.
Maybe we could force the left line, play that instead of...
Wanna join us, Bryce?
Because if we win that encounter, then the left line is open. Anyways, be right back.
No worries. You know what? Probably will end up fighting KGB. That's my guess. We just fought. No, we didn't. But I saw them around. Where were they hanging out? The units will be bashed. Yeah. Who wants to fight AGB? Anyone want to join us? Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all between matches?
We are queuing for Christianstad. Want me to pick you up?
Please. Thank you.
Hello, Tarun.
Hello. How are you doing?
Good. How about you?
Yeah. Decent.
Surviving?
Yep. Yep.
Have you clicked on Christianstad recently?
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Have you
Why?
noticed
Oh.
like, They see us queuing, and that's their response. The full KGB.
Yeah. This is.
I didn't know that was the full KGB.
Shall I? I'm gonna talk to Misha. Tease him a bit.
Well, I take it that means we're famous on the Russian side. You know, if we queue, they should queue. It's a quite disturbing sight, though.
I've asked Monkey and Zorg.
I just said to Misha, I'm glad you felt you needed the whole clan against three of us. He doesn't speak very good English, so.
Oh. Does bring a thought to my mind, though. As in, I'm currently running a subpar setup because, you know, for shits and giggles using different weapons. Perhaps I should bring the A game. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe. I don't think it's going to help, so I wouldn't bother.
Fair enough.
Let's see. Oh, I know what we can do. Oh, there's no one watching.
I need to start grinding new infantrymen, but I don't have the courage to get through the grind every single time. I don't know what it is about the weapon, I can't use it.
But it's a great weapon.
No. I've seen good people use it, and I know what it looks like in action. I can't for some reason. I do better with the grease gun.
Well, you can skip straight to the grease gun if you have the credits.
If you have the credits.
Actually fairly cheap as far as I remember.
I'll look into it. I haven't actually considered doing that because I assume it's absurdly expensive.
135,000.
Yeah, for half of the third rank, it's 11k, which I mean, if I was playing my pilot enough and was actually getting some decent battles, that's nothing, but since that's not what I'm doing, I'm struggling on the credits, that's quite something.
Well, considering just buying a grease gun is 50,000.
Which, again, is absurd. Whenever the prices were in half, it's almost as though that's the prices they would realistically be at. It seems like that would be more of a fair price.
You're talking to a bit of a nerd. I don't consider it an issue grinding 1,000,000.
Well, I mean, for a while there, I wanted to. I was gonna grind 1,000,000 and then max out my tanker, but that hasn't happened. The flash sale kind of ruined that. Got to about 300,000 and then just let it rip on all of the sales stuff.
But hey, considering the grease gun is only the grease gun is 50,000, you would actually only be paying 85,000 for skipping the Grand entirely.
Yeah, but if I want to do anything else down that ribbon, that means I have to get the grease gun back, and I'm not gonna be playing with the grease gun my entirety of the game.
Well, but you buy the grease gun package, which allows you to skip the Grand,
Oh,
and you unlock the Thompson.
I completely forgot there was a package.
That way you don't have to unlock the grease gun through the Garand.
I've never bought a package, so I don't.
Yeah, that's fair. I can see that. That's fair.
I got an answer from Misha, but it didn't make sense. I think that rivals need to know in person and communicate. I don't know. I told you his English is bad. I think we should just queue for something else.
Wait a minute. You unlock the grease gun from infantry assault rank 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing.
To you it is. To me, that's in it forever. That's like that. That right there, just the first 4 badges with a stock grand would take me a little bit less than a month.
What?
What? What are you
I
doing?
suck with the grease gun. I can't hit shit.
Right. So, recently I played German, just to unlock the soldiers and so forth. A brand new soldier with the Gewehr 43. I unlocked that from rank 0 to rank 12 in 8 matches.
No, really?
How?
8 matches? That's pretty good.
Yes.
And to get a scope, you mean?
Only just so I could get the scope and the barrel, so it's a 2-shot.
Yeah.
Well, okay, up to
With a
like,
ribbon?
the weapon ribbon
No
itself
booster.
is not that much. That the silver star up to the silver stars, it's pretty damn easy to boost through the weapon ribbons. But once you start to get to the gold ones, it slows down a lot.
All I'm saying, 8 matches. From 0 to 12.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
That's not crazy. That's easy.
Crazy. That how I don't how that's how like
You take the weapon and you shoot people.
yeah that it's a lot more complicated than you think. Whenever I was leveling or starting to level up an alt account for my father, because I'm trying to get him into this, even though there's no way in hell, I was trying to grind the bar for him, and there's no way he's gonna play unless he gets the bar. Okay. That being said, my lacking skill with the grease gun or my grand has encouraged me to give that up. But whenever I was playing against bots, literally all I did the entire match, ping's horrible on this game. Literally all I did the entire match was get headshots, and I would get like 2 deaths and 50 headshots because it was bots. I can't do that. Like for some reason, playing against players, it's impossible for me to hit anything.
Yes, people are a bit more erratic than bots.
I would agree. But when it comes down to basic function of the weapon, it's manageable. I can play it. I can make it work. It's just it's a lot more than just the basic function of the weapon, and that is keeping me down. Like it took you 8 matches to get to your 8th weapon rank.
Gold star 4.
Gold star 8 matches to get to gold star 4. Oh my.
Yes, that
What?
is rank 12.
Oh my god. It would take me about 2-3 weeks if all I was doing was playing that. If that's all I did, it would take me 2.5 weeks to be able to get to quadruple to all 12 ranks.
All you have to do is, or at least that is step 1, is to know your weapon, know your ideal engagement range. Which is, by the way, 50 to 100 meters with a semi-auto weapon.
The issue isn't understanding the range, my engagement range. The issue is understanding what that actually means. I don't have a conception of distance in this game. I do whenever I'm using a scope. I use space, but I'll use the automatic rangefinder at 100 and 150 meters, and I will completely overshoot that if I wasn't using the scope. I would not be able to tell you the distance from me to a person if I didn't have the automatic rangefinder.
It's trial and error. You get too close, you get mowed down by machine guns. You get too far, you get shot by people with scopes. It's practice.
Go careful, lizards.
No. You follow me now and you do as I do.
Okay.
This is what I do every match.
Gonna watch from the expert.
Don't mind that we're in a zone we shouldn't be.
Okay.
Get up here and you spawn camp the first wave. That buys our team time to get D3. Just be mindful of the ground when they spawn beneath us. See how many people are focusing on just this area? Because we were up here.
Not really, they're
And I
taking
killed 5
D2.
already. Yeah, it tends
Yeah,
to work
like-
better when you
like-
have competent teammates.
Yeah. Oh,
I could keep. That took 6 of them with me. 6 people not attacking D3.
D2.
Yes, our team is incompetent, I know. Yeah, that's what me and David always do. That's why like, we go forward to D4, kill their first attacking wave, while the rest of the team cap D2 and D3.
So I just got shot at and killed from over 100 meters away by an LMG.
Yes, LMGs
Where is he?
have the same. That is why LMGs are the best weapons.
Sorry, the things.
They work good up close, but they also have reach.
Shit. Game's not streaming. Why, guys?
For fuck's sake. Already have a queue on vehicles.
He's my baker.
Enemy APC.
Oh god.
Wow, that worked. Oh, I can't get the stream working.
I don't think we're gonna win this one.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Why can't I get?
Yeah, KGB followed us again.
Because they know they can't leave it up to randoms when we fight.
ABC coming.
Where? Nah, man.
Driving behind D1 now.
What?
They're in the left garage. My goodness, their PPSH has no recoil.
It also has no range and no damage. And no accuracy. For all intents and purposes, it's a shotgun. Be best to just let them have this one and find themselves seriously spawning massive amounts of jeeps and bikes.
Well, this client doesn't work with my streaming.
And they friended us. Wow. Or at least me. Sorry.
Yeah, Misha always does this. I don't know why.
Figure out the battles we're playing on?
Yeah, but that goes both ways.
I don't think the person cares.
Or you reckon he thinks he's so good it doesn't matter if we know what he's doing?
I would assume. That's kind of what that's saying. I also have them modded out. I have one entirely modded for assault and one entirely modded for defense. I've got a scoped one that's the most stable one you can get, and I've got one that's the highest damage and the quickest rate of fire you can get. I've played all variants and it doesn't work for me. I mean, heck, I'll change my main infantry to a hoarder, and I'll put both strands on at the same time. I'll give that a try too.
What do you think, Kick?
Me, I don't know. I'm more annoyed when my game doesn't work. Stream.
Yeah, but you like the Grant. I know
love the
you
Grant.
use it.
I love it.
Exactly. It's a great gun.
It is I mean, I don't mind the T-post, but it is a shame you have to have the T-post. That's my only beef with the Grand.
I don't mind the T-post. I have the T-post on my infantry sniper who's using the Springfield. I can use the T-post.
I was always a bolt action guy all the time, and then the Grand was just, well, a 2-hit kill, and you might as well have a Grand instead of a bolt action, really.
I used to be a semi-auto or bolt action guy myself too, other games outside of this, and then this game came along and kind of like changed that. Now I'm automatic assault, just close quarters combat. These games changed me.
Why have a for example, I've got the bolt action with a scope. It's still with heavyset gold. It's still a 2-hit kill pretty much. So what's the point of me having it really? I might as well have a Grand with 8 shots, which I can just doof 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 doof.
No, I see your reasoning behind choosing the Grand over the sniper rifle, but I mean, I personally do not run heavyset. I don't think I ever will. It doesn't appeal to me. And I can't tell you how many times I've shot at someone who's jumped off of something or has already been pre-injured or just doesn't run heavyset gold that I've sniped at in one shot. Like, no problem.
You're saying you're not tired of getting one-shot by random snipers.
No, I mean, it happens and I do get frustrated, but that just generally means I need to change the way I'm approaching the battlefield. Which is why I do the assault thing. I run in, I get inside a capture point, and hence the word inside, and I cap it. That's, whenever I'm playing the defense guy, I'm either inside of the cap, the friendly cap, defending it from the windows, from the building, watching the tree line, or I'm in the forest helping push up onto another point and watching the opposing tree line. It's more of a conservative play style. Like, whenever I start getting sniped at, I tend to limit myself. I don't go all out as much as I would normally. Besides that, I don't have heavyset gold, so it's even more pointless to me.
Well, what I can tell you is having heavyset gold saves me on average, I don't know, 50 times per match.
There's a badge that tops it, though. I don't know the way it is at different ranges, but being a Thompson player myself, having where's it at? Having Deadeye, whenever you're in close quarters, it brings the weapon up to your sight before the enemy gets their weapon up. In other words, you're firing at least 2-3 bullets sooner than they are, and if you're on target, you're killing them before they even start to fire.
But if you've got heavyset gold, you've got 1 extra hit to take.
Well, that's 1 extra hit. That's because I run my Grand with or not my Grand, my Thompson with the bullet that gives it a little nudge above 25%. So if I'm getting 2 bullets into you before you get 1 into me, that means technically that would mean that I would have 25% health and you'd be down to 75 by the time you started to fire. That is if you're running heavyset gold.
Let us have a look at that. You have the Thompson, and you use what bullet? AMF or kinetic?
The kinetic.
Sights, I'm assuming, trigger.
Sights, Filled trigger, light and spring. No barrel.
I would advise using light and bolt instead of spring.
Why do
Gives-
you say that?
It gives more rate of fire, and the downsides are almost non-existent.
But the bolts gives you a sturdier range if you ever, because I don't use it all the time close range. There are occasions where I do need to use it with someone that's 50 meters away, and that's where it really shines because you get to bring up your sights faster than they do, and then you start to unload on them. As
See,
well as being able to do the, I don't know.
well, the
I've
range
used the
loss
light and
of the
bolt.
bolt is very small.
It is very minuscule, but I went with the decision of getting the spring over the bolt.
Let us see. Your rate of fire.
That puts me at 724 in total.
What?
My
No.
RPN puts me at
Oh
724.
yeah, 724. Your shots to kill on a heavy-set gold from 0 to 15 meters is 4.
Yeah.
That puts your time to kill at 225 milliseconds. Would you like to know the time to kill for a Johnson, a 1919, an STG?
Yes, but with the badge, how much time does that, the sight badge, how much time does that get you? Okay. You
Yes,
take the
but
aiming down
that's
sight time and you divide it by half, and that's the time you have.
but
And
that's
for the
taking in
most
that
part,
they are actually doing that. If you're close range, I'm not gonna aim down sights. I'm just gonna pour it on you.
but if you're doing that, that's increasing the chances that one of the bullets, if not more, would miss.
Yes, but
Yes.
the Johnson also fires significantly faster, so the next bullet will be on the way. If I miss one of the bullets, bear in mind that Johnson is a 3-shot kill, then I'm up to a 4-shot kill because obviously I missed one, which brings our time to kill to the same number. And they're both 225. At 50 meters, well, 35.75
It's 5 bullets, or
No.
maybe 6 in
No.
certain circumstances.
35, between 35 and 40 meters, it's 7 against heavy-set gold.
Interesting.
Beyond 41 meters, it's 8. At that range, Johnson is still a 3-hit kill. Johnson stops being a 3-shot at 54 meters. So, yes, you aim at me faster than I aim at you, but I need to land 3 bullets, you need to land 8. If I were a betting man, I would bet on the Johnson.
There's more variables.
There is. There's accuracy, there is...
Headshot.
True. It's actually a very funny thing with the Johnson. Lowest time to kill you can get with the Johnson is point blank, 3 bullets at 740 rate of fire. Which is the setup I use for it. That gives you a time to kill of 150 milliseconds, right? Average human reaction time is somewhere between 220 and 250. Which means the Johnson, if I land 3 bullets as soon as I see you, will kill you faster than you can react. Which means being on the receiving end 3 body shots and a headshot comes out to the same experience because it's faster than your reaction time, so there's no difference. Of course, there's more variables. There's, do I miss a bullet? Can I control the recoil and so forth? It's still interesting in theory.
Then there's arm and leg shots, center and mass shots. It's
Of course, but still, that is why people complain about the Johnson, because its time to kill is so fast in potential that it's the same, that landing 3 body shots is the same as a headshot.
I don't know. I say if you have Deadeye Gold, give it a run or two with a couple of matches.
I have. It doesn't really fit my style. For one, I use heavy sets. That takes my first slot. And secondly, I like to use LMGs, which means I need fast reload.
Oh.
Actually, I use fast reload because the American LMGs have such small clips.
Yeah, I used to be using fast reload, but now I'm kind of stuck between, again, Deadeye and fast reload.
And the only American LMG that doesn't have a small clip takes forever to reload, so that's also kind of an issue.
The other thing I was curious about is pointer quicker fire.